wisdom, knowledge, that's all I wanna share. Be a friend through it all, be the one you can call. Together forever, we will be. Together forever, you and me. Together forever, just follow my lead. Together forever, our legacy.
Hey guys, welcome to Vicky and Mom, the podcast. The podcast where two generations, two perspectives, and one unbreakable bond come together for real, raw conversations. We're talking life, love, lessons, and everything in between, from growing pains to glow-ups, family traditions to modern dilemmas. We won't always agree, we'll definitely overshare, and we promise to keep it honest. So whether you're listening with your mom, your daughter, or just craving conversations that feel like home, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. So, hi Vicky.
Hi Mom.
So, obviously this is Victoria. I'm Maria, Mom. And today, this is our very, very first episode. So obviously we are nervous. We don't know exactly what to do, but hopefully you will bear with us, engage with us. At the end of the episode, we'll obviously drop our email address. You can send us your stories, you can send us your questions, and we will definitely would love to connect with you, interact with you, and answer any questions you might have, right? So that's what this podcast is for. It's for us to grow together, right?
Yeah.
Right. So episode 1, how was your day really? So in today's episode, we are going to talk about our day, talk about the things that the parts that we really liked about our day, the parts that we disliked about our day, and the parts that we may be looking forward to in anything maybe that we've planned or that we look forward to doing. So we're going to start with you, Vicky. You obviously have no school today, but imagine you did have a school day. What would that look like for you? What part of that day do you absolutely love? What part of that day do you absolutely dislike? And what do you look forward to?
Okay, we're starting with the rows. So I do like getting to school and like playing with my friends and eating, right? And writing because I love English. But then comes the thorn, which is waking up, walking to school, and then you're telling me to spend 6 hours there? How dare you?
I think it's more like 8 hours, isn't it?
Not even 7.
I think there's a struggle for many of girls your age, or even boys as well. Actually, I don't think anybody likes to wake up. I think it's in general, period. Like even when people are going to work, like nobody wants to just wake up in the morning early and just. For most people, it's a struggle. You know, waking up early to just go do something that you might not really want to do every single day.
One in maths. Maths is my enemy.
Oh
okay?
my god, maths was my enemy in school. Honestly,
yes, girl, we went to battle.
I sucked at maths. Like my math, I literally graduated on that edge. Like I was really bad at maths. It was horrible. Why do you have to even know all of that stuff? Like,
exactly. What's the use for it?
You don't even use that in real life. Like, anyway, so you kind of already told us about the rose and the thorn in one. So what is something that you look forward to, your bud?
Oh, you guys cannot wait to hear this. The only thing I'm looking forward to is sleeping, eating, and the half time so that I don't have to go to school until year 7. Yes.
Okay, fair enough. That's what you look forward to. Okay, good.
I'm celebrating my birthday.
Oh yes, your birthday's coming up soon. Yep.
Get it?
Okay, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about my rosebud and thorn, I guess. The best part of my day, the rose, to our viewers, we call this the rose, thorn, and bud method, because the rose would be the best part of your day. The thorn would be the worst part of your day, and the bud is something that you look forward to. So this method is actually something that you can do in a family setting, around the dinner table, maybe at bedtime when you're putting the kids to bed. This is something that you can discuss with your children. Hey, how was your day? What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it? What can go better tomorrow? And what do you look forward to? Right? So it's a good method to kind of touch base with your children, know where their headspace is at, know what they're going through, and for them to actually feel like you care, and they can open up, they can trust you with whatever that they're going through, right?
I have a good idea. So if it's a family Friday night and you're playing a board game or something, you could do this thing where somebody rolls the dice and doesn't matter what, they just roll the dice and then they tell you about a part of their day, like the rose, the thorn, or the bud. So if it's 6, it's rose. If it's 1, it's thorn, and if it's 5 or 4, it's bud. Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea, but obviously it can't be 1 because they're rolling 2 dice, so that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's different ways you can do it, whichever way works for you and your family. But definitely it's more about finding out, how their day was, what they're struggling with, so that you can engage and try to find a solution, right? So, like I said, I'm going to talk about my rose, thorn, and bud on a daily basis. My days pretty much look the same every day. I wake up very early. I take a shower. I prepare breakfast for everyone. I wake up the little ones if they're going to nursery. If not, then they stay in. They stay sleeping. And I kind of just... It depends. I either do my school stuff, or I prepare things for my podcast. What I like most about my day, I guess, is having breakfast.
You're a big back. We both have the big
I absolutely love to eat. That is something that I love. Anybody that knows me that's watching can tell you. She can tell you. I love to eat. Food makes me happy.
Guys, she had the audacity to steal my food. Can you believe that? I have a feeling I might need to lock it up in the secret basement.
Yeah, I absolutely love to eat. That's just what I love to do. And that's always going to be the highlight of my day. I'm literally the person that when I sit down to eat, I'm just like a little child.
It's a number 1 priority.
Food is nice. Food is life.
No, it's not nice. It's really good. It's even better than that. It's
I don't think there's anything that satisfies me as much
food.
as when I eat food.
Big bag.
Big guy. Big back.
Big back.
Oh gosh. Okay. So yeah, definitely the best part of my day is whenever I'm eating. Honestly, that's the best part of my day. Worst part of my day. The worst part of my day.
Not being able to eat.
That's actually so true, because there are some times when I'm not able to eat because I'm doing so much and I'm paying attention to everybody else except for the fact that I haven't eaten yet. So, but I wouldn't say that's the worst part of my day. Oh my God. Worst part of my day.
Being not flexible.
I'm not flexible.
Exactly. You're croaking on.
Well, I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna have to give that actually very long thought, because I don't have, like I said, my days are all pretty much the same, and I don't really have something that in my day that I feel like, oh, I really don't want to. I mean, do I?
Yeah.
Like what?
Not being able to eat.
Girl. Okay. Well, yeah. Worst part of my day. I can't really think of anything at this specific moment.
I have a really good one. Maybe having to wake up or like walk a long way to the baby's like nursery?
No, because I take the bus. Well, maybe waking up, right? Some days I really want to sleep in, and unfortunately I haven't had that luxury in a very long time. So yeah, maybe sometimes I do want to sleep in, and I don't get to do that because, gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get your butt up.
We should go to a spa.
Eventually. But yeah, maybe that's something that I dislike a little bit, is waking up early. So yeah, that's probably what I say would put a dip in my day. And something that I look forward to. I look forward to this podcast being a huge hit.
Jinx.
Yes, I look forward to this podcast. Actually, I think that for the both of us, it feels really exciting. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm excited for this. So that is something that I look forward to. I look forward to engaging with our viewers, the stories that they're going to send in, the questions that they're going to send in. Our subscribers that we're going to get, the millions and billions of lives that we're about to change.
I just heard play button. Yes, like the diamond play button. And on top of that, one of the things that you look forward to is just eating. That's it. Always. Like, you could give me food right now and I'll eat in this podcast. Like, yes, I love Guys,
food.
You better lock your kitchen. Keep it safe.
But yeah, like we said, we kind of encourage our listeners to, play the rose, thorn and bud method in a family setting. Yeah. That's kind of what we encourage to do, just to, like I said, to touch base with your children, know where their headspace is at, know what's going on in their lives. A lot of time, us as parents, we just get so caught up in our own world, in the things that we need to do as parents. We need to provide, we need to be there, we need to be the doctor, the teacher, the healer. We do so much in a day, and especially when you have more than one child, it's very easy to kind of lose touch, kind of lose base with your children, because you feel like you're doing so much, and by the time you even have 5 minutes to talk, you're just tired and you just want to go to sleep and call it a day and get into the next day. But it's always very important that when you have, even if it's 2 minutes, just touch base with your child. Make sure you know what's going on in their minds. Make sure you know what's going on with them emotionally. Hey, how was your school day? Sometimes we see them sad or we see them down, and we don't take the time to ask them, hey, what's going on? Why are you, because like I said, we're too caught up in our own things to do. I know as a parent of 4, I know how it gets. I know how hectic it gets. I know that you can easily forget to check in with them. Because of so much that's on your plate. And sometimes even with Victoria, sometimes she wants to tell me something or she wants to talk to me, and Victoria, not now, I'm busy. I know how easy it is to kind of get caught up in your own world, in your own things, that you want to finish this, you need to cook that, you need to, but try and find the time to really touch base and really listen to your daughter, to your son, about their day, about what's going on in school, what frenemy, what enemy, what teacher, it's very important to always know really what's going on in their world, because they're there for 8 hours a day. They're there for most of the days in the year. So it's very important to know what's going on over there with them. Right? You want to know if your child is being bullied. You want to know if your child is being, isolated from you want to know what's going on at school with your child, because they're there for a big chunk of their life. So it's very important.
That's like half of my life wasted in that place. But I could tell you one thing. So I think that it's good. Like, I think that you should talk to like your family members, because it feels nice when you have someone that feels safe around you and like can talk to you and just open up. Like they know that they can open up. They don't have to hesitate, because it just feels good knowing that you can be trusted, especially if there's someone hard to open up with.
Yeah, I think trust is a very important thing. I know that when I was younger, I didn't necessarily always feel like I could talk to my mom about stuff that I was going through at school, like if I was being bullied, because my mom was more like, if I tell her that someone's bullying me, I'm always scared that she's just gonna like go to the person's mother and be like, my mom was just like that. Like she was very confrontational, very, it wasn't that I could just sit down and talk to her like, Mom, okay, this is how my day was or something. I wouldn't do that, because if I would tell her, oh, this and this kid is bullying me, she would literally just go to school and confront the kid and wait for the kid's mom and just maybe try to beat her up or something. Like my mom was just like that. She was not of a lot of reasoning, I would say. Whereas Victoria, she tells me a lot of things that go on in school, a lot of
Like
one specific girl, for instance, that she doesn't like. I kind of know what goes on between her and this girl. Every single day when something happens, I know, because I make it my job to know. As soon as she comes in, the first thing I always ask, how was your day at school? I remember last week you came in, I think it was on Friday, and I was in the kitchen and I hadn't asked the question, and she was looking at me like,
oh, you didn't ask the question?
Yeah, I was like, what is it? She was like, you didn't ask me the question. I was like, oh yeah, sorry, how was your day? But again, that's a perfect example of how I was soaked up in my own thing. I was trying to finish dinner and everything, so I didn't ask the question, and she was like, hey Mom, you didn't ask the question. And I was like,
it's an iconic question.
Yes. So it doesn't take much of your time to ask your child, hey, how was your day? And really try to listen as well. And if you don't have the time, just tell them, listen, not now. Give me a few minutes. Let me wrap up what I'm doing and we can talk about it. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm so congested. I have been having this flu for a long time now. I don't know when it's going to leave me, but listen, the show must go on. Okay?
There's something called Pain is a Beauty, honey.
So, I think we can wrap it up. Wow. Wow, really? You're gonna say that to me on camera? Okay, anyway. Yeah, I think we can wrap it up for today. I mean, this is our first episode, so obviously we still need to get into the motion of all of it. We would love to hear from you guys. We would love to hear your stories. If you have any questions for us, our email address is down below, so you can email us at general@vickyandmom.com. We definitely will reply to all of your questions. We will read out your stories if you have any of those. I think that the more we go into other episodes, the more people we get to engage, the more people get to identify with us, then we're obviously going to get their stories, their questions about how we handle certain situations and all of that good stuff. So don't hesitate to reach out to us via our email address. We also have Instagram. We're going to put everything down below where you can reach us, where you can keep updated with everything that we're doing. Every single episode of the podcast we will post on our social media. Victoria, what did you learn about me today?
I learned that anytime that you have the time, you will always try and talk to me, and that sometimes I know how hard it can be being a parent of 4, so it's kind of like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, so yeah, I know how it feels.
Okay, well, I learned about you that you don't like school. But I knew that already. I knew that already. I think that it's just very important to
and I learned
to know. Yeah,
I learned about you that your mom is a very confrontational person.
Well, actually, she used to be. I don't know about now, but she used to be. Like, that's why I wasn't comfortable back then to tell her, like, hey, Mom, I'm being bullied in school.
My name is Corey Kenshin. She uncomfortable.
Really? Okay. Anyway, we are back. So, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in with us. Thank you for listening to us. We always try to keep the podcast obviously to a minimum because we want everybody to engage. We want everybody to tune in. So we're not going to extend it more than we have to. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. And we hope that you'll be back with us for our next episode, which is weekly. We're going to drop an episode weekly. So I hope you guys can really tune in with us and engage with us.
And always remember, don't be hesitant or scared to tell anyone the truth. It's better to open up than just keeping it bottled inside.
I agree. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next episode of Vicky and Mom, the podcast.
Bye! We can't wait to see you again.
Wisdom, knowledge, that's all I wanna share. Be a friend through it all. Be the one you can call. Together forever, we will be.